Talofa and kia ora, my name is Maia. I am Samoan Māori and I run the initiative Lazy Sneakers, which collects and distributes reusable sneakers to people in need for free. The idea of Lazy Sneakers first came to mind in 2017. So I was playing basketball and I had noticed a few of my friends couldn't participate or they struggled to because they didn't have the proper footwear to do so. So I noticed this and I went back to my parents and I told them about it and I was like, oh, you know, why is this happening? This is something I noticed, and they told me that this issue is actually a lot bigger than I would have thought. And they explained to me, yeah, it's much bigger than my small circle of friends. So we came up with the idea for a shoe bank originally just to help my small circle. But, you know, as it's grown and grown, we've been able to help, you know, much wider communities as well as the whole of Wellington. And we're branching out to other regions in New Zealand right now. So that's how it started.
Wow.
It was really rewarding.
Yeah.
Because I think as a young person, with your friends, you're all equal, basically, and you know, your friends, you're all in the same position as each other, and it's like heartbreaking to think that maybe you aren't as, you know, equal as you thought. I'm not sure how to phrase it. It was really rewarding though.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't something that we kind of planned. It was something that just happened when, you know, it's only started this year and the end of last year, to be honest, when this guy who is, you know, around my age reached out and he said, oh hey, I live in West Auckland, but I really want to be able to help, even though, you know, you guys are Wellington based. And we were like, oh, this is interesting, you know, what can we do from here? And we just started communicating back and forth with him and his mum, because, you know, him, like me, you know, really depend on our parents' support. So we reached out and we communicated with him and his mum, and we came up with the idea to create an ambassadors program. So his name's Bruno, and he is our West Auckland Lazy Sneakers ambassador. So he is a young person making a difference over there, and he organises all of the collection and distribution in West Auckland. So originally we didn't even plan how we were going to start reaching out to other cities. We were, you know, very intent and focused on Wellington.
Yeah.
But him just reaching out gave us the idea of, oh, we could do this anywhere as long as we have the right people involved.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So West Auckland, where else have you been able to branch out your ambassadors or reach out to the community?
Yeah, well, the West Auckland thing is still quite new, so we're still even working that out. But we're really excited right now because we have some stuff happening in South Auckland, which we're very excited about. Because me and my dad's family are from South Auckland originally.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about the idea of getting a South Auckland ambassador. You know, a young person who's really can make a difference in their community too. Well, when I first, you know, noticed my friends without the proper footwear, it was saddening and it was confusing, mostly confusing. Yeah, because like I said, we all see our friends as like equals. We're all the same. So it was like, why aren't we the same in this area? You know, why don't we all have shoes to play with? Yeah, that's basically how I can describe it. And yeah, I just told my parents about those feelings, and they were like, they explained to me that it's a much bigger issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's saddening that it's still happening everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, when me and my parents were brainstorming, my dad had already heard of a few examples in the States of shoe banks.
Awesome.
So we kind of already had that idea in mind. We were like, oh, this is cool, let's do this. but we didn't. This was, I think, the beginning of 2017, but we didn't actually start the project until the start of 2018.
Wow.
So we went through the whole year just having these ideas, just brainstorming, not really following through until we got to New Year's, and I was like to my dad, we actually need to do something.
Oh, wow.
This can be our New Year's resolution, you know, even if it goes for a year.
Yeah.
So that's how we were just brainstorming. And our first pair of sneakers, when we started it was non-existent basically.
Yeah.
So my dad, who is heavily involved in the basketball space,
Yeah.
we reached out and we were able to set up a little collection site there. But actually, I think the first 10 pair of sneakers that we ever got were from my friend's dad, who I'm very close with their family.
Yeah.
And you know, him and my dad are, you know, like brothers. So
Yeah.
and he donated around 10 pairs of shoes. He's always been very kind, so he did that for us, and that just kind of got the ball rolling.
Yeah.
And like I said, with the basketball space, we were able to set up a collection outside of the Wellington Basketball Association office.
Wow.
And we use social media to get the word out. Say if you have any sneakers, just donate them here.
Awesome. We're going to
Yeah.
get to that part soon.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah. So basically how we collect sneakers is we set up a bunch of collection sites. We call them collection sites, and we just basically buy a, like, I don't know, $20, $10 bucket from the warehouse.
Yeah.
And we just put it outside whatever place is the collection site. So right now that is in Wellington, the Wellington Basketball Association office, the Wellington Chinese Cultural and Sports Centre, the Wellington, you know, Kilbraney Boxing Gym, a few sports clubs. We just put a bucket outside like a door or inside the club, and we put a poster above the bucket, say, hey, if you have any spare sneakers you don't use anymore, no holes, no rips, chuck them in here. And that's the little collection site, and that's how we get most of the sneakers we distribute.
Yeah.
So usually we don't like to reach out to people ourselves for a number of reasons. It could be pride, it could be the fact that it is rude to be like, hey, you look like you need sneakers.
Yeah.
That's not cool. So what we do is we just wait for people to reach out to us through social media. Social media is our biggest platform that we use to talk to people, to reach out, to make network connections. People will reach out to us, and usually it'll be someone going, hey, I know someone who needs a pair of sneakers, or hey, I need a pair of sneakers. And basically we say, okay, cool, what's your size, what's their size, and we go through our sneakers, we find the size, maybe they're football boots, size 7 football boots, we go through all the football boots that are size 7, load them into the car, take them to the person, or they can come to us, and we lay them out and we say, hey, look, these are the ones that we have, just pick which ones you want. And they go, oh, I like this one, I don't like this one, so I'm gonna take these two, and then they're on their way.
Wow. And it's absolutely free.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so right now we're in Napier,
Yeah.
and we're actually here to deliver some sneakers that were sent to us by New Balance. We got a call about 2 weeks ago from New Balance that were like, hey, so this NBA player has this line of sneakers, and he has decided that instead of selling them, he's going to distribute them to communities in need. And he basically has distributed them across the world to countries like New Zealand, Australia, and told the New Balances located in those countries to distribute them out to those communities. And the NBA player is Kawhi Leonard, so we have Kawhi Leonard's latest line of sneakers. The price of each pair would usually range to like $300. So we've been given permission, like the green light, to give them out to people for free. So yeah, that's what we're doing in Napier. We're heading to visit some people who will be receiving the sneakers. And yeah.
Wow, that is just amazing.
Yeah, we got sent 17 boxes of Kawhi Leonard's new line of sneakers.
Wow.
I think we have 185 pairs.
Wow. Wow. So where are all these shoes being stored at the moment? Do you have some sort of...
Well, what we would really love is to be sponsored by Storage.
Yeah.
Because right now, they take up most of the space in our shed. We actually can't park our car in our garage anymore because it takes up all the space.
Yeah.
And a lot of them take up space in the spare room. But yeah, we've actually had to install shelving in our shed.
Wow.
That wasn't there before, so...
So if you're watching, if you hear there's Maia and her crew are looking for someone to sponsor some storage.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. So she can park the car in the garage or the dad and have her spare room there. Maia, just what is your big vision and what's the big heart for the future of Lazy Sneakers?
For the future of Lazy Sneakers, I really want it to be, a nationwide initiative. I want, it to be involved with the whole of New Zealand because, material poverty is such a big issue in our country that we seem to not be addressing. I think the statistics are 19% of Māori children suffer from material poverty and 25% of Pasifika children suffer from material poverty, but overall 14% of all children in New Zealand are struggling because of that issue. So the overall goal is to just be everywhere so we can continue to make a difference, not just in the small communities but in our big communities that are to be honest, suffering the most. Yeah.
Tell us, if somebody is watching and maybe in an area, in a space where they can be an ambassador, what are the, I guess not the criteria because it is, what would you say to them, or do you specifically look for those who are really genuinely passionate about growing and the Lazy Sneakers, or just somebody that has a real genuine heart for people that need the shoes, or what are you looking for?
We look for young people, youth mostly. And what we look for is a young person who's going to be committed, who has because you can have a real genuine passion, doesn't mean you're going to follow through on that, to be honest. We've had that, we've had a few messages, hey, I want to help out here, I want to help out here, and we go, cool, here's what you can do, and then silence,
Yeah.
So we really look for commitment, we really look for, it's great if you have a really supportive cast of people helping you out.
Yeah.
So that's what we look for. We look for commitment, we look for that genuine passion, and we look for young people who are willing to make a difference in their community.
Awesome. Is there a minimum age?
Well, I don't want to be ageist. But I feel like people get the gist when I say young person. Yeah. Yeah, and our West Auckland ambassadors, around my age, and I'm like 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome.
We do appreciate it.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't come out of our own pocket. Sometimes we use prize money that we've won.
Oh, awesome.
Lazy Sneakers prize money.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always nice to receive that kind of stuff, but we don't ask for it.
Yeah.
And with the
how do you balance that school and
my parents are the most supportive people in the world. I think they keep me in check. They keep me in my lane. Make sure I'm balancing my social life and my school and my sports and Lazy Sneakers. They keep me in line, and they keep reminding me of what I have committed to and all of that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do without them when I leave for uni. Yeah.
What do you want to study when you get to uni?
I don't know. I want to study a whole lot of stuff. I think there's so much so many different interesting careers. And I'm really scared to just follow one in my lifetime. I want to be able to do several things. So I don't know. I think when I go to uni, the best advice I've been given by someone who was talking about going to uni was just take as many courses as you can. See what interests you, see what you like the most. So I think I'm considering that. I'm really not sure yet though.
So tell us, last question, is there anything that you want to share with our audience? So Pasifika Women of Influence is all about influencing Pacific
females
to get out there, to know that they can do something above and beyond, not just for themselves, but and not only in their space, but out there, which is you're just a perfect example there. Give some advice, or just shed some last words. Or
I think some people have asked me how would I be able to do something similar, and they tend to focus on the negatives more than the positives of doing it. Oh, I'd have to sacrifice this, I need to do this. The thing is with a non-for-profit, if you want to do something similar, you don't need money to start it. You don't need money. We had no money when we started, but we've raised quite a bit of money through, we sell apparel, and we've won some prize money, but we don't need it. Second, I think as long as you have supportive people surrounding you, you just need to surround yourself with positive people, and then I think you've got the basis of what it takes to start it up, and just start brainstorming, run it with your supportive people, and I think that's all you need. You don't need money, you just need a supportive cast surrounding you.
Awesome. It's so awesome. Thank you so much for sharing today, Maia. I'm definitely gonna do a follow-up interview with you 2 years from now, because I would like to see where Lazy Sneakers ends up, and I know that I'm keen to help out too in my workspace. So thank you so much for today, Maia.
Thank you for having me.